In February 1989, I got out of East Germany. How? That's a story for another day. But I do remember arriving in West Germany with lots of enthusiasm and a half-finished uni degree. So my first project was to find a university where I could finish my studies. And I wanted to finish off with a degree as a translator. But I remember I was really worried about my English, because I remember in East Germany, all we had was like a textbook with, Tom and Mary and photos and texts out of from the 50s. We couldn't just go and buy books in English. We couldn't go and watch a movie in English. And well, if you know anything about East Germany, you know that travel was totally out of the question. And the first time I had an English teacher who was actually a native speaker was like for 6 months in the first year at uni. So I really felt quite intimidated. That's a dog pulling at me here. And so I really felt quite intimidated because I thought, God, all these people, they've had so many opportunities right in front of them. So I'm going to be really bottom of the pile here. But when the semester started and classes started, and I realized, well, actually, no, there wasn't really much of a difference. And there was a moment of like, how can that be? But then I also noticed something else. So I'm not sitting on a high horse here at all. And it isn't a thing about East or West Germany, because I noticed that the people from West Germany who decided to study Russian were actually way better at Russian than I was, for example. And I was the one in this case who had all the resources and opportunity right in front of my nose. So the question really is, what do we do with the resources we have in front of us and available? We always tend to go and look outside, look for the things we don't have, and so often don't really make use of what we do have. So my question is, if you were to stop today and think about what resources you have available to you right now that you're not really using, what would you find? And more importantly, what would you do with them? Leave a comment and let me know.